I'd like to show you about how to implement the passkey for web application and iOS application, also the Android application. So this is gonna be the series for 3 videos. The first, I'd like to show you about how to implement the web passkey implementations. So what I searched is this repository. I give him a credit here. Rayriffy jury. This repository is well implemented about the passkey backend, also the front end for the web and iOS. For the Android, I had different approach since he did not implement the Android application, so I have my own examples. However, for the web and iOS, I will basically clone this repository and modify a little bit because when I tried this, I got a little bit of a problem, so I've solved myself, and just I'm gonna show you how to do that. First of all, I'm gonna show you how this repository constructed. So here is the 2 folders. One is app and another is a web. So app underneath, this is iOS application, so you need to open it up in Xcode. So I'm gonna show you about this iOS app in the next video. However, this video I'm gonna focus on the web applications. So this application is written in the Vite libraries. So if you go to the package.json, you see the Vite dev, Vite build, and the scripts, as you see. So Vite, if you go to the source, you have routes. Under the routes, you have a API and app. Under the app, there is the front-end code written in this page.svlt layout and page. So you can, if you have ever done the Next.js, it's like this layout and page to show you the page, basically. Then under the API, it's like API router. You have a page router, more like. So API router. So log in, log out, register, and this folder corresponds to the pass endpoint, right? So if I show you, so more like this is API app. So you have the API. So under the API, you have the login. Logout, and also the user, something like this, and also the register. So these are, it's gonna handle, so like this, the endpoint to handle login, logout, and get the user info. And this is basically the, after you log in, you're gonna go to the user, you're gonna fetch the user info from this API. And this register is gonna register you the key of the passkey implications. So entire application is written in, as I said, Vite. That's as they call. So you go to that web and npm install. Okay, so then actually I forgot to say there is a database actually. So database, this API, the backend, is gonna, okay, sorry, other way around, like this, to fetch the data. Also the register the users in Postgres. And so for the driver, they use the Prisma. So this Postgres it's gonna run in the Docker. So if you like the Docker database in somewhere in the cloud or whatever the database you have, you can just connect. But this is the entire architecture. So okay, so this is the overview of this application. So app and API, this is the front end, this is the back end. So the Vite is used for these applications. So application side, this is the front end. It's written in svelte style files. So you can take a look. It's more like HTML and JSX kind of things. And this is the API backend login logout user register. To functionality is obviously you can see here register for registering user, login and logout, and user is to fetch the user info from the APIs. So and the database is used, Postgres is used, and Docker in the local host. This is the configuration in this repository, and the ORM, the client is Prisma is used. However, of course, these Docker things you can replace it with whatever you have in a cloud or something like that. Okay, go back to the web. So seems this npm install is already done. So I see compose, docker compose. So this docker compose will prepare you the Postgres with this password, right? And the container name is Postgres, blah blah blah. So first I'm gonna docker compose app -d to open up my Postgres, and there is .m file, .m.example. So this is the .m.example. So Postgres so this super secret password do not leak. This one is the password, of course, and this is after the is a localhost port, and this one is a database name, Minori dev, and schema is public, right? And this one is Postgres, the user name, and Postgres, this is a connection URL. And this is the secret that is used in the backend API. So in here it's gonna, this iron secret is used. So be careful in the original folder, this one is short strings, so that caused some error, so I needed to make it a little bit longer like this. So I just copy this .m.example as a .m. I'm sorry, .m .enc. Okay, like this. Alright, so in here I prepare the .m here. So npm, why don't I just npm run dev, excuse me. So it's open up the application at this 5173. Okay, ta-da, 5173. Okay, seems no error. Wait. So right, I already have a Prisma folder. So let me little bit go into the Prisma folder. So Prisma, if you haven't used the Prisma before, this is quite useful, and also quite popular right now for the client, database client or ORM also. And also it can handle the migration and stuff to talk to the database from the backend service, even from the front end. However, this Prisma is first of all written in the schema. So let's go to the Prisma and schema.prisma. So like this, the Postgres and connection URL, it's gonna take from the environment database URL, and this is the table definition, user authenticator and challenge. So to really understand the algorithm behind the scenes, you need to study a little bit about how the passkey works. However, the very easy explanation would be, so you have the front end, you have a front end and back end, right? Your secret key will be stored in the front end, and you're gonna use also, this is the public key, and so public key and secret key pairs. So first you're gonna generate these key pairs, and also the certificate, right? So certificate will be stored in the backend. So certificate is stored in the backend, and whenever you gonna log in, you will create the signature. So signature used by the secret key. Okay, this signature is gonna send to the backend, and it will be verified. Your signature is correct with your certificate, and if it's correct, you can be logged in. So the passkey is basically you're gonna store your your secret key in the browser side, and whenever you use the secret key, you need to use your biometrics credential. For example, in this MacBook, you're gonna use the fingerprint, or you're gonna use some password is fine, but in this passkey, passwordless authentication, so usually you use the biometrics. So when the biometrics authentication is verified, and you can write a signature using your secret key, and certificate will be verified with your signature behind the scenes. Okay, by the way, before you go to npm run dev, you should bring up the npx prisma generate. So what it does is load the connection URL from .env, and also, so this is gonna create your client, which means basically Prisma. When you do the Prisma init is the initializer Prisma. We will just read the we will just create this Prisma scheme. So with this table definition, you need to make the clients. Basically, you need to make ORM, the type. So to do that, you just do this npx prisma generate. Also, I think npx prisma db push. So this is gonna this is like a migration with your database. So so this database, PostgreSQL database, Minori dev, schema public, and you just push your current this table definition, the latest definition, to let the backend database reflect the current configurations. So after this, you can npm run that dev. Okay, so your database is done. Okay, so your database is okay, configured by Prisma, and this is run by Docker and API and app. So this is a web frontend that you are seeing with these applications. So let's do it. Test 1, username, register, save passkey. Okay, unlock. I need to unlock. Save. Okay, I got something. The reliant party ID is not registerable domain suffix. Okay. So let's go to what is causing this web source routes and API, the backend, right? Register. Okay, so it's saying something here. So authentication challenge. So this is where they making challenge. So basically, like I said, so when this backend will verify the signature, so they need to first, they have several rounds, 2 rounds. One round is to just return the nonce, some random strings, and with this string it's gonna create a signature and to verify. So somewhere here, okay guys, so one more trick. It's not a trick, but it's a little bit important. So this rayriffy party, source code constant rayriffy party. So this rayriffy party needs to be written like this in the local host, I believe, like this. Sorry, Chrome, this one, register, save. Okay, good. Authenticator. So this is welcome to test one. So this is application, right? So this is, I believe, some tokens to let me log in. So this is a nice animation that congrats you successfully registered by this author, rayriffy. So just log out. So this is it. Very interesting. So with test one, again, when you log in, oh, this is what it is. So choose passkey for local host. Notification sent. You see? Okay guys, I a little bit figured it out. So welcome test 2. So I created the test 2 that registered this username, and this is the logged in page. So authenticator and add. So passkey, this one password is the password manager that I'm using, so I just ignore this. So in this case, the create passkey for local host, and this one showed up. So let's continue. Test 2. And here I use my fingerprint credential for the Mac. Okay, so something is created, right? So log out. So let's do that again. Test 2, login. Oh, Google Chrome, here it is. So I use my fingerprint, ta-da, to log in with my browser. So this is very cool. So okay, again, to just recap what it did. So the Vite application, front end, so this is nice HTML, and API is a backend. It's like an API router. In the Next.js, the login, logout, user register. So use the Postgres to store the user credentials and signature, like that kind of things. And I use the Prisma to connect to the database, and underneath it did public key, secret key, signature, and this kind of authorization happens. And so again, this welcome log out. If I go to test 2 and log in, the Chrome, this is asking me the touch ID for my fingerprints. If this verification is done, like I explained, the certificate sent and verify with the signature will be sent with a verify with a certificate. And if it's correct, this is all done in the behind the scenes. So if you want to go to the details, you should go to the API and log in here. So here you should check with your time. So but this is basically what I explained here is happening in the behind the scenes. So like this, and verify and user log into this app endpoint and successfully seeing this page. So that's it for the web application. So thanks to this repository author. However, I modified a little bit to make it work. And so with this configuration, you can this is pretty modularized and portable. So database can be in the cloud, and this whatever the Vite things is quite useful. So this is how the passkey works in the web application. So next video, I'm gonna show you how to do the same things using this basically the repository for the iOS applications. So don't forget to check that out also. So if you like this video, please hit the like button, and also if you have any comments and questions, please write a comment below. Thank you for watching, and I hope you see you guys in the next video. Bye.